I had to lose many times before I won. I learned through the losses and going against people more experienced than me. It wasn't until I think probably 4 years into my training that I, won my first gold medal in a tournament. I've got bronzes and silvers, whatever, but my first gold medal. And I remember, and I wanted to get your perspective on this, and I know we've had a conversation about this. People talk about the power of visualization, right? But usually they talk about it in the context of visualizing victory, visualizing a positive outcome. Well, the first tournament I won was a grappling tournament, heavyweight division. I visualized myself losing every single match before I went in.
Yeah.
I visualized the worst outcome. And it was my way of, it was almost like I was, again, accepting the worst outcome. I was accepting death, but I wasn't thinking about it in those terms. It was more of the best way I can figure out how to calm my nerves was to visualize the worst outcome. And then, but once I got in there, obviously the opposite happened. And I was able to go through every match in that way, but it was just a very strange way of approaching it that I've never heard anyone talk about. No motivational speaker talks about visualizing the most horrible thing, But I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely right. So let's put that into context, right? But when you're saying that you visualize losing, it's not saying that you're wanting to lose.
Correct.
See, so the idea of accepting losing or accepting death doesn't mean you want to die. It's exactly the opposite. That's the last thing. That's the worst consequence. That's the thing you want the least to happen. So you accepted that. It is our ability to deal with pressure, stress that defines a winner and a loser or low performer. There are people that can deal and handle high levels of pressure and stress. And there are people that can't deal with stress at all. For the people who can't handle that stress, because in fact, stress, pressure are not negative things. Death, pain, suffering, these are not things that are avoidable, right? That is part of living. You can't never lose, like you cannot not die. So if your goal is, I'm never going to lose, you're going to lose. And it's unrealistic and it's unachievable. So that's why you accept the worst case scenario, then that calms you. When it calms you, you're able to think clearly.